What if I told you that everything holding you back, every fear, every doubt, every excuse, is a lie you have been telling yourself? Today, you will discover the brutal truth about why excuses are the silent killers of your dreams. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal will shock you and change your life forever. You sit alone in a dark room. The only light is a flickering bulb hanging from the ceiling. Cold air brushes against your skin. Your heart pounds in your chest, louder than ever before. Outside, the world moves fast. People chase dreams. They do not wait. But you find comfort in excuses. They are like shadows that follow you, whispering lies. You are tired. You need more time. You will start tomorrow. Listen closely. Do you hear that? It is the sound of your life slipping away. Every excuse you make is a thief, stealing moments, stealing chances, stealing your future. You touch the cold floor beneath you. You feel the hard reality sinking in. No one will rescue you. No one owes you success. Only you hold the key. Imagine looking back, years from now, seeing everything you could have been, everything you promised yourself, all erased by excuses you gave too much power to. That pain, it is real. It is sharp. It burns deeper than failure ever could. Now, picture a different path. A path where you stand up. You face your fears. You silence the voice that says, "Not today." It will not be easy. It will shake you. The walls you built around yourself will crumble. And in that rubble, you will find strength. Because the moment you kill your excuses, you ignite a fire inside. A fire that cannot be stopped. Feel that fire now. It spreads from your core to your fingertips. It makes your skin tingle. Your breath quickens. You are not who you were yesterday. You are a force waking up. This is your turning point. No more hiding. No more running. You kill your excuses. Or your excuses kill your dreams. The choice is yours. Take a deep breath. Feel every cell in your body come alive. You are ready. Now rise. You rise from the floor. Your legs feel weak, but your mind is fierce. Around you, the silence is heavy, almost suffocating. It presses in like the weight of every excuse you ever made. Remember the nights you told yourself you needed rest. But deep down you knew it was fear holding you hostage. Fear of failing. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of stepping outside the comfort zone that felt safer than any challenge. Your hands tremble as you touch the wall beside you. The coldness reminds you of every cold shoulder you ever faced. Every time someone said you would not make it. Every time they whispered doubts louder than your own voice. Those voices, they do not matter anymore. Not unless you let them. You close your eyes. Breathe in the stillness. The air tastes metallic, like the blood rushing in your veins. It is the taste of awakening, of war being declared. A war against every excuse you have ever told yourself. Every moment wasted on comfort instead of growth. Every opportunity lost because you believed you were not enough. Open your eyes. Look around this dimly lit room. This is your battleground, where the war is fought every single day. And you are the soldier. Not a perfect soldier. Not a fearless one, but a determined one. Feel the rough texture of the floor beneath your fingers. It grounds you. Reminds you of the reality you cannot escape. You are here now. No longer a prisoner of your own mind. No longer willing to be a victim of excuses. Your heartbeat echoes like thunder in your ears. It is the sound of a promise. A promise to yourself that you will fight harder. Because life does not reward the weak. It does not wait for the uncertain. It belongs to the bold. To those who burn so bright they cannot be ignored. Picture the future. Not the distant one where everything magically falls into place, but the near future. The next hour, the next day, the next decision. What will you do? Will you retreat back into the shadows? Or will you take one step forward? One step is all it takes to start. The first drop of sweat on your forehead burns like fire. Your muscles ache from the tension of standing up after falling so many times. But this pain, it is proof you are alive. Proof you are trying. Proof that excuses are losing their grip. Feel the air filling your lungs. It is thick now, charged with electricity, with potential. You are no longer the person who whispered excuses into the night. You are the person who shouts back at fear. Your reflection in the broken mirror across the room is not perfect. It is cracked, scarred, raw, but it is real, and it is yours. This reflection stares back with eyes that have seen struggle, eyes that have cried rivers of doubt, but now they burn with clarity, with purpose. There is no hiding behind excuses anymore. No more shadows to cling to. Every excuse you kill makes room for truth. Truth about your strength. Truth about your will. Truth about your dreams. Listen to the silence again. It feels different now. Less oppressive. More like a calm before a storm. A storm of action. Because you know this moment is not just another breath. It is the start of a new chapter. A chapter where you are the author. No longer writing with ink of doubt and fear, but with fire and resolve. Your hands still shake, but your resolve hardens. You reach for the door. It is heavy, but you push. The light outside blinds you for a second, but you do not retreat. You step into the world. The sounds of the city hit you like a wave. Cars rushing past. Voices yelling. The chaos of life itself. But you walk through it with a new rhythm. One of purpose. Every step is louder than the last. Every breath is deeper. Every thought sharper. The world does not know it yet. But you are coming. You are coming to break walls, to shatter ceilings, to destroy every limit they try to place on you. Feel the sun on your face. It is warm, like a promise. The promise that today is not the same as yesterday. That today you begin again. And this time, you do not carry excuses. You carry action. You carry grit. You carry the unshakable belief that your life belongs to no one but you. No excuse will steal this from you again. The streets around you pulse with energy. People rush by unaware, but you feel alive in a way you never did before. Because killing your excuses is more than words. It is a rebirth, a revolution inside your soul. You remember the nights you stayed awake, afraid to try, afraid to fail. But now you see those fears for what they are. Chains. Chains you are breaking one by one. Your heartbeat is steady now. Strong. Unstoppable. You hear a voice inside you. Not loud, but firm. A voice that says, "You are more than your excuses." You repeat it silently, again and again. It is your new mantra, your new truth. Every excuse you kill carves space for your greatness, for the person you were meant to be, for the life you deserve. Look up at the sky. It is vast, endless, just like your potential. You take a deep breath. Feel the wind brush your skin. It carries whispers of those who came before you, who fought their own battles, who killed their own excuses. You are not alone in this fight, and every step you take inspires others. You are a spark, a flame, a wildfire waiting to roar. Kill your excuses. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, because the world is waiting for you, for your courage, for your story, for the moment you decided enough was enough, the moment you decided to rise. This is your time, your fight, your victory, and it begins with one choice: to kill your excuses. You stand at the edge of something new. The air around you hums with possibility. Your feet are steady, planted firmly on the ground you once doubted. The past tries to pull you back. Memories of failure, of doubt, of comfort disguised as safety. But you do not look behind. Your eyes fix on the horizon, sharp and unwavering. Every breath you take fills you with the fierce determination. You can almost taste it, bitter and sweet all at once, like the sting of sweat on your lips after the hardest battle. This fight is not against others. It is against the part of you that wanted to quit, the part that whispered, "Not today," the part that hid behind excuses like a shield. You crush that shield beneath your feet. You shatter it with the force of your will. And suddenly, the world feels different, louder, sharper, more alive. The noise of the city fades into the background. What remains is the pounding of your heart, the steady rhythm of a warrior awakened. You feel the weight of your own potential pressing on your shoulders. Heavy, yes, but not a burden. A challenge, a dare from the universe to rise higher than ever before. You do not hesitate. You do not falter. You move forward, step by step, turning every excuse into fuel, fuel for the fire burning inside you. This fire will consume every doubt, every fear, every I cannot. It will light the darkest corners of your mind, reveal paths you never saw before, paths where victory waits patiently. And with each step, the air grows warmer. The sun climbs higher in the sky. The world begins to notice, because a person who kills their excuses is unstoppable. They carry a light that cannot be ignored. People will ask you, "How did you do it?" And you will smile quietly, knowing the answer lies in the moments no one saw, the moments you fought yourself, the moments you refused to give in, the moments you chose action over comfort. You are no longer a prisoner. You are a conqueror, a creator of your own destiny. And as you move forward, feel this truth settle deep within you. Excuses are chains, but you are freedom, and freedom does not wait. It charges forward, bold and relentless. You are ready, more than ready. You are alive, and this is only the beginning. The path ahead is uncertain. Mist swirls at your feet, like ghosts of doubt, trying to slow you down. But you do not hesitate. You do not waver. Every step you take cuts through the fog. Each breath draws in courage deeper than before. The cold bite of the morning air sharpens your senses. You feel the rough bark of a tree under your fingertips. The soil crumbles softly beneath your boots. The world is raw and alive around you. In this moment, you are awake, truly awake. No more hiding in shadows. No more excuses whispered like lullabies. You are the storm now, unseen, unheard, until you choose to roar. And roar you will, because inside, something has shifted. A dormant power, rising like a tide ready to crash. You carry scars, invisible to most, but etched deep inside. Proof of battles fought and survived. Those scars tell a story, not of weakness, but of resilience, of refusing to surrender. You clutch them close, not as burdens, but as badges of honor. Around you, the world spins fast. Opportunities flash like lightning, here and gone in an instant. You realize that excuses are the chains that hold you back from catching those flashes. Chains forged by fear and hesitation. But today, those chains break. You hear the faintest sound in the distance. It grows louder. A heartbeat, your heartbeat, synchronizing with the pulse of the earth. This rhythm fuels you, pushes you forward. No more waiting. No more asking for permission. You own this moment. You own every step, every breath, every choice. Because killing your excuses is not just an act. It is a revolution. One that changes everything. The sky above shifts, clouds part, revealing a slice of blue. Light floods in, warming your face. It is a promise that no matter how dark the night, dawn always comes. And with dawn comes possibility. You tighten your fists. Feel the strength coursing through your veins. Your mind clears, focused like never before. This is your time, your fight, your rise. No more excuses. Only action. Only forward. The wind picks up, swirling leaves around your feet, like the whispers of past doubts being swept away. You breathe deeply, tasting the crisp air, sharp and clean, filled with the promise of change. Your legs move steadily now, each step echoing with purpose. The path is rough, uneven, but you do not slow. Pain in your muscles reminds you are alive, pushing beyond limits you once thought unbreakable. Behind you, the shadows of excuses try to reach out, but you keep walking. They are fading, dissolving into the mist like forgotten ghosts. Ahead, the horizon stretches wide and open, vast as your newfound determination. Sunlight spills over hills and valleys, lighting the way forward. You feel the weight of every I cannot, and not yet falling away. They are ashes beneath your feet now, fuel for the fire burning in your chest. Your heart pounds, steady, relentless, a drumbeat of war and victory. This moment is raw and real. No masks, no lies. Just you, stripped of excuses, standing tall against the storm. You know this will not be easy. The fight will be long and fierce. But the only battle left to lose is the one you refuse to fight. You smile, because you will never stop fighting. Because the voice that once whispered doubts is now silent. In its place is a roar a roar of a soul awakened, a roar that will shake the foundations of your world. And with every roar, every step, every breath, you kill your excuses. Not tomorrow, not someday, now, because you were made for more, much more. And the world is waiting, waiting for the moment you rise, the moment you claim your life, the moment you become unstoppable. You step forward, the ground beneath you solid and unwavering, as if the earth itself recognizes the shift inside you. The hesitation that once tangled your thoughts dissolves with each stride. The crisp air fills your lungs, sharp and invigorating, every breath fueling the fire ignited deep within your core. Around you, the world buzzes with life, sounds, colors, movements, but you move with a calm intensity, tuned into a rhythm far more powerful than any noise outside. This rhythm is your heartbeat, steady and relentless, a reminder that you are alive, and that life demands action, not excuses. Every step forward is a testament to the battles you have fought, the nights swallowed by doubt, the days clouded by fear. Yet here you are, unyielding, standing at the edge of your own transformation. The road ahead is far from smooth. It twists and turns through shadows and light, peaks and valleys. You can feel the weight of uncertainty pressing against your chest, but instead of retreating, you lean into it. That weight becomes a challenge, a call to arms. It demands everything you have and promises nothing less than greatness in return. Your skin prickles as the wind whispers through the trees, carrying with it fragments of your past, echoes of the excuses that once held you captive. You are too tired, they said. You do not have enough time, they whispered. Maybe tomorrow, they coaxed. But today, those lies hold no power. Today, you are rewriting the story. The chains forged by fear and hesitation shatter beneath the strength of your resolve. You will no longer be a prisoner of comfort or a hostage to doubt. As you move forward, your senses sharpen. You notice the crunch of gravel beneath your boots, the rough bark of trees brushing past your fingertips, the distant call of birds soaring high above. The world feels more vivid, alive in a way it never did before. It is as if you have peeled back a veil, revealing the raw, unfiltered beauty and brutality of existence. You see it clearly now. Life is not a waiting room but a battleground, and every moment is a choice, between surrender and struggle, between excuses and action. You pause briefly, feeling the rough texture of a rock beneath your hand, grounding yourself in this new reality. This moment is yours, a sacred breath between what was and what will be. You remember the times you gave in, the moments you let excuses write the script. But those are not your story anymore. They are the shadows fading behind you, eclipsed by the blazing light of your determination. Your heart pounds like thunder, echoing in your ears, a primal soundtrack to your uprising. It reminds you of the power you possess, the raw energy of a soul unwilling to be tamed. This is not about perfection or ease. It is about courage. It is about the stubborn refusal to quit even when the path is steep and the nights are long. Every scar, every failure, every setback has been a lesson carved into your spirit, shaping you into something stronger, fiercer, and more alive. You breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the sharp, clean air of possibility. The sky above stretches wide and endless, a canvas painted with the colors of dawn. Light spills over the horizon, washing away the darkness of yesterday's doubts. This dawn is a promise that no matter how many times you stumbled, you can rise again, stronger, wiser, more relentless. The wind picks up, swirling leaves and dust around your feet like a storm gathering strength. It feels electric, charged with the energy of change. You sense that this moment is pivotal, the line between who you were and who you are becoming. You are not the same person who whispered excuses into the night. You are a force awakening, shaking off the chains that once bound you. You are the storm itself, fierce and unstoppable. Ahead, the path continues, unknown, wild, demanding. It calls for bravery and grit. It will test your limits and push you to the edge. But you welcome the challenge because you understand now that growth is born from discomfort, that the sweetest victories come after the hardest fights. Every step you take is a declaration. You will no longer settle for less. You will not wait for permission to be great. You will seize it with both hands, fierce and unapologetic. The sun climbs higher, warming your face with its golden touch. It feels like the world is rooting for you, urging you onward. The scent of earth and pine fills your senses, grounding you in this moment of transformation. You realize that killing your excuses is not a one-time act, but a daily commitment, a continuous war waged inside your mind, a war that requires vigilance, resilience, and unshakable faith in yourself. You feel the power of this commitment surge through you. It courses like wildfire, igniting every fiber of your being. You are no longer afraid to fail, because you know that failure is merely a stepping stone on the path to success. You are no longer afraid to fall, because each fall is a lesson in disguise. You are no longer bound by excuses, because you have chosen freedom, a freedom forged in the crucible of your own determination. Around you, life continues in its chaotic dance, but you move with a new rhythm. Your steps are purposeful, your gaze focused. You are awake, truly awake, and nothing will stand in your way. The voices that once tried to drown out your dreams are silenced by the roar of your resolve. You carry with you the stories of those who fought before you, the countless warriors who refused to let excuses define them. This is your legacy in the making. You are the author of your future, the architect of your destiny. Every moment you kill an excuse, you build a foundation stronger than any obstacle. Every choice you make to move forward is a brick laid with care and courage. This foundation will support your dreams, your goals, your life. It will hold you steady through storms and trials, lifting you higher than you ever imagined. Feel the power inside you now, raw, fierce, unstoppable. This power is your truth, your weapon, your freedom. You are no longer a spectator in your own life. You are the champion, the warrior, the hero of your story. And this journey has only just begun. There will be challenges ahead. Dark days when the fire flickers and the weight feels unbearable. Moments when the old excuses sneak back, whispering lies and doubt. But you will meet them with fire in your eyes and steel in your heart, because you have seen what lies on the other side of excuses. You have tasted the victory that comes from relentless action. You have felt the thrill of breaking free. So rise again. Stand taller. Move faster. Kill your excuses with every breath, with every heartbeat, with every step you take into the light of your own potential. The world is waiting for the unstoppable force that is you, and you are ready to answer the call. You stand on the threshold of a new reality, a place where excuses no longer hold power, where hesitation has been replaced by fierce determination. The path before you is neither smooth nor predictable. It twists and winds like the journey of your life itself, full of unexpected turns, steep climbs, and dark valleys. But you no longer fear the unknown. Instead, you lean into it, your senses heightened, your mind sharpened by the fire of commitment burning inside you. The air around you is crisp, almost electric, as if the universe itself is charged with anticipation, waiting for you to take the next step, to break through the barriers you once believed insurmountable. With every step forward, you feel the weight of your past slipping away, the heavy chains of doubt and fear breaking apart like fragile glass beneath your feet. Those chains were forged by excuses, convenient lies you told yourself to avoid discomfort, failure, and the unknown. But now, those lies hold no dominion over you. They are mere shadows in the bright light of your resolve. You are waking up from the long sleep of complacency, shaking off the numbness that excuses bred within you, and stepping into the raw, unfiltered reality of possibility. Your heart beats steadily, a relentless drum that keeps pace with your resolve. It reminds you of every promise you made to yourself in the quiet moments when no one was watching. The promises to be better, to push harder, to never settle for less than you deserve. The scars on your body and soul tell stories of battles fought and lost, but more importantly, of resilience and comeback. Each scar is a chapter of your survival, proof that you have endured and grown stronger. You clutch those scars close, not as reminders of pain, but as badges of honor, symbols of your refusal to be defeated by excuses or fear. Around you, the world hums with life, the rustle of leaves in the wind, the distant call of birds, the soft crunch of gravel beneath your boots. All these sounds blend into a symphony of awakening. The sun climbs higher, its warm light spilling over the horizon like a promise of new beginnings. The sky above is vast and limitless, a mirror of the boundless potential within you. You realize that the only limits that ever existed were the ones you allowed excuses to impose. Now, those limits are shattered, replaced by an unshakable belief in your capacity to grow, to fight, and to triumph. As you move forward, the path demands more of you. It tests your endurance and resolve with every step. Fatigue threatens to slow you down, but you push through, fueled by a deeper fire that no obstacle can extinguish. The air grows thinner, the climb steeper, but your spirit rises higher than the tallest peak. You are no longer running from failure or hiding behind comfort. You face the struggle head-on, embracing the discomfort as a necessary companion on your journey toward greatness. Your mind clears of distraction and doubt, focused solely on the present moment, the next step, the next breath, the next decision. You know that victory is not a distant dream, but a series of choices made with courage and conviction, repeated daily with unwavering consistency. Each small victory over your excuses builds momentum, a tidal wave of progress that carries you closer to the life you envision. You no longer wait for perfect conditions or convenient timing. You create your own opportunities, seize the moment, and move relentlessly forward. The world around you begins to notice the change. People sense the shift in your energy, the fierce light burning in your eyes. Some may question your transformation, others may doubt your resolve, but you are undeterred. You understand that the path of those who kill their excuses is often lonely and fraught with skepticism from others. Yet, you carry with you the stories of countless warriors who walked this path before you, those who faced ridicule, rejection, and hardship but never surrendered. Their legacy flows through your veins, empowering you to stand tall, to speak boldly, and to act decisively. You pause briefly to catch your breath, feeling the rough bark of a tree beneath your hand and the solid earth beneath your feet. This grounding moment reminds you that your journey is both internal and external, a transformation of mind, body, and spirit. You are rebuilding yourself from the inside out, brick by brick, choice by choice. The foundation you lay today will support the skyscraper of your future achievements, strong and unyielding against any storm. The wind picks up, swirling dust and leaves in a chaotic dance around you. It is a reminder that life itself is unpredictable and often unforgiving. But you have learned that true strength is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise again and again, undeterred by setbacks. You feel the fire inside you roar louder, fueled by the understanding that excuses are merely illusions, temporary barriers that dissolve in the face of relentless action. Your vision sharpens. You see clearly now that the path of excuses leads only to regret and mediocrity. The path of action, though steep and challenging, leads to fulfillment and greatness. You choose the latter with unwavering certainty. You are no longer a spectator in your own life. You are the warrior, the architect, the champion of your destiny. As you continue, the sun reaches its zenith, bathing everything in brilliant light. The warmth penetrates your skin, filling you with energy and hope. You raise your face to the sky and feel a profound connection to something greater, a force that transcends fear, doubt, and limitation. This connection fuels your determination and gives you the courage to keep moving forward, no matter what lies ahead. You know the journey will not end here. There will be moments of exhaustion, fear, and temptation to give up. Old excuses may try to creep back into your mind, whispering doubts and lies. But you have armed yourself with the power of conviction and resilience. You will meet those moments with courage, silence those whispers with action, and rise stronger each time. Your footsteps echo with the power of commitment. You are creating a legacy not just for yourself, but for those who will follow, the ones who will see your story and know that killing excuses is possible, that transformation is real, that greatness is within reach. You are a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of relentless pursuit. The path continues before you, endless and inviting. You embrace it fully, ready for every challenge, every victory, every lesson. You are alive, awake, and unstoppable. Your journey is far from over, but one thing is certain. You will never let excuses define you again. You have chosen freedom. You have chosen greatness. You have chosen to rise. And with that choice, the impossible becomes inevitable. The sun begins its slow descent, casting long shadows that stretch across the landscape, like reminders of the obstacles you have already overcome. Each step you take now carries the weight of experience, lessons carved into your soul from battles with fear, uncertainty, and the ever-tempting pull of excuses. The air around you hums with quiet anticipation, the world holding its breath as you push forward, relentless and unyielding. You can feel the power surging through your veins, a fierce electricity that transforms every fiber of your being into a weapon forged by purpose and passion. Behind you, the ghosts of hesitation and doubt try to claw their way back, but you refuse to let them in. Their voices grow faint, drowned out by the pounding rhythm of your heart and the unwavering clarity of your mind. No longer do they have a place in your story. You have rewritten the narrative, a narrative where excuses are dead, buried beneath the ashes of your newfound courage. You walk away from them without looking back, your gaze fixed firmly on the horizon, where endless possibility waits to be claimed. Every breath you take fills you with renewed strength. The sharp scent of pine and earth grounds you in this moment, reminding you that growth requires both roots and wings. You have planted your roots deep in the soil of resilience, and now you spread your wings wide, ready to soar beyond the limitations once imposed by your own fears. The path ahead is rough, strewn with rocks and steep inclines, but it no longer intimidates you. It challenges you, and you thrive on challenge. You remember the nights spent wrestling with your own mind, the endless mental battles fought in the silence of darkness. How easy it was then to surrender to excuses. I am not ready. I do not have enough time. What if I fail? But those lies have lost their grip. Today, you stand taller, stronger, with a fierce determination that refuses to be shaken. You understand now that readiness is a myth, and waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. Action is the catalyst for change, and you are ready to ignite your life into flames of achievement and purpose. The wind whispers through the trees, carrying away remnants of old fears and doubts. It feels as though nature itself is cheering you on, urging you forward with gentle yet persistent encouragement. The sun's golden rays warm your skin, filling you with energy and hope. You smile, knowing that this journey, your journey, is both beautiful and brutal, full of pain and triumph, fear and courage, endings and beginnings. You are not walking it alone. Every step connects you to a lineage of fighters, dreamers, and believers who refuse to let excuses define their lives. Your mind sharpens, focused with laser precision on your goals. Distractions fade into the background, insignificant compared to the burning fire within. You know that greatness does not come from comfort zones or empty promises. It is born from relentless effort, from pushing past every barrier, from refusing to settle for anything less than what you deserve. Each day is a battlefield, and you are the warrior, armored not in steel, but in unwavering resolve and an unbreakable spirit. The terrain grows more demanding, but you welcome it. The sweat on your brow, the ache in your muscles, the pounding of your heart, they are proof that you are alive, truly alive, fully engaged in the fight for your own destiny. You have killed the excuses that once whispered lullabies of inaction. Now your voice is the roar of a soul set free, a force that cannot be contained or silenced. In this moment, the world feels limitless. The sky above stretches endlessly, a vast canvas, waiting for your story to be painted across it. You understand that every choice, every sacrifice, every moment of courage is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your life. You refuse to leave blank spaces where excuses once lived. Instead, you fill your canvas with bold colors, determination, resilience, passion, and unwavering faith. You think about the people who will watch you rise, those who have their own battles, their own chains of excuses holding them back. Your journey becomes more than just your own. It becomes a beacon of hope, a testament to what is possible when one chooses action over fear. You carry their hopes with you, their silent prayers and unspoken dreams, knowing that your victory can inspire theirs. The sun dips lower, casting a fiery glow that ignites the sky. The world is on fire with possibility, and so are you. You are no longer the person who hid behind excuses, who let fear dictate your fate. You are the person who stands firm in the face of adversity, who charges forward when others hesitate, who refuses to quit even when the night grows darkest. The stars begin to twinkle above, silent witnesses to your transformation. They remind you that light exists even in the deepest darkness. You draw strength from that truth, knowing that your journey will have moments of struggle, but also moments of breathtaking triumph. You are prepared to face them all, armed with the knowledge that killing excuses is the ultimate act of freedom. Your pace does not falter. The night air cools your burning skin, refreshing your spirit. Every step forward is a victory, a declaration that you will not be stopped by anything, not fear, not doubt, not the voices that once tried to chain you. You have become a force of nature, unstoppable and relentless, moving toward a future shaped by your own hands. You reach a high ridge, and below you stretches a vast valley bathed in moonlight. It is a landscape of dreams realized and challenges overcome. You look out over it with pride and gratitude, knowing that this view is the result of killing your excuses. You have earned this moment, this clarity, this power, but the journey is far from over. You understand that every peak conquered reveals another to climb. There will always be new challenges, new excuses tempting you to falter. Yet you face them now with a heart forged in the fire of persistence, a mind sharpened by experience, and a spirit unbreakable in its commitment. The night deepens, but your light shines brighter than ever. You walk on, not because the path is easy, but because you have chosen to own your story. You are the author, the hero, the architect of your destiny. And with every step, you kill another excuse, paving the way for a life beyond limits. This is your truth, your power, your revolution, and you will never stop rising. The night air wraps around you like a cool, steady embrace, grounding you in the stillness that follows relentless movement. Each breath you take is deliberate, filled with the weight of commitment and the promise of transformation. The stars above flicker like distant fires, tiny sparks of possibility scattered across the vast canvas of the universe, reminding you that your potential is just as limitless. In this quiet moment, stripped of distractions and illusions, you come face to face with your own reflection, not in a mirror, but in the depth of your soul. It is raw, unfiltered, and unafraid. This reflection no longer hides behind excuses or seeks comfort in inaction. It stands proud, forged by the trials you have survived and the battles you have won. You realize now that killing your excuses was never about perfection or flawless strength. It was about resilience, the courage to stand up every time you fell, the determination to try again when the world told you to quit. Excuses are easy. They are the whispers that lull us into complacency, the shadows that keep us from stepping into the light. But you chose differently. You chose to listen to the fire inside instead of the cold lies of doubt. You chose to walk through the pain and discomfort because you understood that growth does not come from ease, but from struggle. Around you, the world continues its endless dance. The rustling leaves, the distant howl of an owl, the gentle sway of branches, they all seem to join in your silent celebration. Nature itself recognizes your journey, honoring the warrior who refuses to be tamed by fear or limitation. You feel connected, not just to the earth beneath your feet, but to every soul that has ever faced their own excuses and fought to overcome them. You are part of a grand legacy, a lineage of fighters and dreamers who dared to believe that they were more than their circumstances. Your mind drifts back to the moments when excuses felt like refuge, times when giving up seemed easier than pushing forward. You recall the ache of doubt pressing against your chest, the heavy weight of fear that clouded your vision. But those days are behind you now. You carry their lessons like armor, a reminder that true strength is forged in the furnace of adversity. You are not defined by your past failures or the excuses you once made. You are defined by the relentless spirit that refused to surrender. The path ahead is still uncertain, but uncertainty no longer frightens you. It excites you. Every unknown step is a new opportunity to prove your strength, to break through barriers, and to rise higher than before. You understand that the journey toward greatness is a marathon, not a sprint, one that requires patience, persistence, and unwavering faith in yourself. You welcome the long road because you know that each challenge is a chance to sharpen your resolve and deepen your courage. You pause to look up at the sky again. The stars seem to burn brighter now, like beacons lighting the way through the darkness. You feel a surge of gratitude for the struggle, for the pain, for the moments that tested your limits. Without them, you would not be standing here, transformed and unstoppable. You realize that every excuse you killed was a step toward freedom, a liberation from the chains that once held you back, and that freedom tastes sweeter than any victory you have ever known. The night stretches on, silent and profound. You feel the steady rhythm of your heartbeat, a drumbeat that carries you forward. It is a reminder that life is happening now, in this breath, this moment, this choice to keep moving despite the odds. You are no longer waiting for permission or perfect conditions. You are the author of your own destiny, and your pen is steady in your hand. With renewed determination, you take another step. The ground beneath your feet is firm, supporting you as you push toward the horizon. You are not just walking. You are charging forward with the strength of every lesson learned, every fear faced, and every excuse slain. This momentum is unstoppable, fueled by the fire within that no darkness can extinguish. Your journey is not just about personal triumph. It is about the impact you will have on the world around you. You carry the hopes of those who look up to you, the inspiration of those who see your light in the darkest times. Your courage becomes a beacon, guiding others out of their own shadows. You are proof that excuses are only as powerful as the weight we give them, and when you refuse to carry that weight, you soar. As the first light of dawn begins to break, painting the sky with hues of gold and pink, you stand ready, ready to face the challenges of a new day, ready to push harder, climb higher, and dream bigger. The night's darkness is behind you now, a conquered enemy, and the day ahead is full of promise. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the fresh morning air. You feel alive, vibrant, unstoppable. You are no longer held captive by excuses or doubts. You are free, free to live boldly, to chase your dreams relentlessly, to become the person you were always meant to be. This is your revolution. This is your victory. This is the life you fought for. And you will keep fighting, keep rising, keep killing every excuse that dares to stand in your way. Because you know the truth, your greatness waits on the other side of excuses, and you are ready to claim it. Now, as the sun rises fully, casting its golden light across everything you have conquered and everything still waiting for you, take a moment to feel the power within. Know this: excuses are not your enemy. They are the call to awaken your strength. When you kill your excuses, you do not just change your path, you change your life. You step into a version of yourself that is fearless, relentless, and unstoppable. So stand tall, breathe deeply, and face the world with the fierce determination that only you possess. Because your story is just beginning, and the world is waiting to witness the greatness only you can bring. Now go forward. No excuses. Only action. Only victory.